Hi all, welcome to the latest Drunk on Writing. We just got back from seeing Thor Ragnarok, and it was pretty good.
It was. I liked it.
I, I went in with certain expectations based on the trailer. I thought it was going to be funny. I thought it was going to be action-packed.
Okay.
I knew the Hulk talked. I didn't quite understand that, but, that was all in the trailer. I knew there was going to be some Ragnaroking and some planet hulking.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a really good movie.
Now, we're gonna keep the spoilers light at the beginning of this, try to speak in more broad terms, and then we're gonna go on full on spoilers. But I'm gonna put up a nice little spoiler tag. You'll know when it's happening. I'll keep it up just in case you're fast forwarding or whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't stumble on anything you shouldn't. By the way, I'm drinking Crystal Pepsi because I'm really tired right now, and Crystal Pepsi has all the caffeine. That's good. Again, not a paid ad for Crystal Pepsi. I just really like Crystal Pepsi. I feel like I always have to.
It's almost gone.
I know, but you're so great buying it whenever you see it. She bought out. What'd you buy out the other day? So was it Stop and Shop?
Stop and Shop. Yeah.
Just buy them all.
Yeah.
So Thor Ragnarok was really a pairing of two storylines from the comic books. Ragnarok, obviously, and Planet Hulk. Do you think that the two storylines worked together well?
I thought so.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the movie overall. And I didn't go in with any expectations. I did not watch the trailer.
You didn't see the trailer at all?
Nope. Didn't watch it.
Oh. So you went in completely fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I
don't know, I feel like
I couldn't have done that. That would have been nice.
No, I feel like a lot of times the trailers give away too much.
Oh, absolutely. Like I kind of wasn't looking.
Then I'm either let down or,
Yeah. Which is why I was trying to avoid all of the Star Wars trailers, and then it showed before the movie.
Yeah, there was a major Star Wars
trailer. I'm not going to get up and walk out of the theater because of a trailer. What are you going to do? Mm-hmm. It was a good trailer. Still not sure how I feel about the movie, but this isn't a Star Wars reaction. This is a Thor Ragnarok reaction.
No, I thought the two stories worked well together.
Now you've seen the other Thor movies, right?
Yep.
I think this one was definitely an evolution of those. I think they kind of play into each other pretty well. I do say I really miss Kat Dennings. Mm. I loved her in the first two movies. Who cares about Natalie Portman? I don't think she was that big of a loss to the movie. I'm sure she'll.
It.
Yeah. And I'm sure she'll be back. I think they kind of leave it open to her possibly coming back if she has the interest. I don't know if she does.
I think her as an actor is done.
Her as an actor?
Actress is done with these movies.
Oh, I thought you meant like she's done.
No.
Okay.
With these movies.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Why?
I just get that feeling.
Yeah, I think there are certain things in the comic books that they could adapt into the movies that would get her to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to talk about those right now. We'll talk about those later. Yeah. Hela, the main villain, I thought she was great.
Yeah. She a little bit is it Maleficent?
Like Angelina Jolie's witch character? Yeah.
A little bit. Like I got some vibes there of that.
Very visually similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have to go back and look at how similar it is, and if the costume designer, maybe they were working off the same kind of template. But I think Hela looks like that in the comic books, and Hela's been around for a long time. But although Maleficent has been around for a long time as well. Yeah. And I love Jeff Goldblum. I felt like whenever Jeff Goldblum was on, his character was awesome. Whenever he was on screen, he basically stole the scene. Like he was just so nonchalant about everything. And Taika Waititi, the director's character, he was great as well. I loved him. He was another scene stealer. And anything else before we kind of get into more spoiler territory? I will say, I enjoyed the movie. I think this is probably the best Thor movie. It's definitely very reminiscent of Guardians of the Galaxy more than any of the other Marvel movies.
People were laughing out loud in the theater.
Oh my god, it was so funny. There were hilarious moments.
There were parts of the movie where I'm like, wow, this is such a serious issue, but it's hysterical.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that really worked for it in this way. So yeah, we obviously have very positive things to talk about with Thor.
Go see it.
Definitely go see it. And we do have some, not negative things to talk about, but some nitpicky things, some things that Kim especially wants to talk about. But now we're going to get into spoiler territory because what Kim is so hopped up about is definitely a spoiler. Yes. So consider this your spoiler warning. Kim, what was it that you could not get over once it happened?
I just couldn't believe he lost his eye.
He lost his eye. Yeah. I thought it was fine. Like, he's basically the new Odin, so Odin's dead. Happened very early on in the movie. He's the new king of Asgard, wherever Asgard ends up. If they follow the comics in any way, it will be interesting to see if they kind of go the Oklahoma route. Yeah, they were just in Oklahoma. They were floating above Oklahoma. It was really cool.
I really thought they were going to go to the place where he met
in Norway.
Yeah,
that's possible. They could go there and kind of have a similar play on the storyline.
I mean, I think Loki really liked that location. Mm-hmm. You know, Thor did.
But I mean, they basically took what we knew of Thor up until this moment and absolutely destroyed it. His hammer's gone. We see that in the trailer. I mean, but it's gone. It's
an awesome change. I liked that change. At first, I was upset.
Yeah, you were very upset about the hammer. You even leaned over and said, is he going to get his hammer back? It's like, how am I going to know if he got his hammer back? We just started watching the movie.
Well, because I thought because I don't read the comics, so I thought maybe you knew something I didn't know.
So he lost his hammer, he lost an eye, he got a haircut. You like the haircut.
I like the haircut.
He got a new outfit. Pretty much, like, every character that was in Asgard died. I mean, the Warriors 3...
No.
They got decimated. I don't even think the two of them had a line. Scourge died. Heimdall's still alive.
Yeah, not everybody. There's a lot that got out.
Yeah, but a lot of them died. They just died.
Did you expect anything less, though?
I guess not.
I anticipated that.
I guess.
I mean, you have to think.
I know. In the
here.
So in the comic books, Ragnarok happened.
Yeah.
And everybody died. But eventually they all came back. So, will that happen here? Will Asgard be reformed and will the Warriors 3 return? Who knows? I can't say. They made it very obvious that Asgard is the people. So wherever they go, that's where Asgard will be.
Yeah.
What other touching points? It was nice to see Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, make a little tiny cameo, it was basically, I think it was the same footage from Age of Ultron. Mm-hmm. I can't be sure without going back. It sounded the same from what I remember. I don't want to go back and watch Age of Ultron because I think that movie was terrible.
The one thing they didn't address for me that they left open, which is fine. It's not a negative. But Hulk did not turn back into Bruce.
Yeah, and they made a big play up about that.
I mean, several times they said if I turn back into Hulk.
Well, that was his theory. He was worried about that because he had been Hulk for 2 years.
Yeah.
At this point, that he was worried that he would not be able to calm down and go back. But obviously, he was able to do it this time. I'm sure they'll be able to get him back down to being just. Yeah. That's all. She gotta do the little hand rubbing thing. The sun's going down or whatever. Chris Hemsworth kept trying to say it. It's like, he's not gonna respond to you. You're not calming him down.
No. Yeah. I think they even said, he's like, stop saying that.
Yeah. That was good. I like how they were kind of making fun of Robert Downey Jr. and his whole persona as Iron Man. When he popped on the glass, he says, I'm Tony Stark.
So I did see some commercials for it. It wasn't any trailers.
Okay.
But I saw the part where Thor realizes, hey, it's the Hulk. Hey, I know him. Yeah. I was a little let down that Hulk did not turn into Bruce at that point, and they kind of combined and overthrow in that moment. No, really, I was disappointed. Like
that would have been a movie.
No, I think they could.
I don't think that would have played into the Hulk's character. The Hulk at this point has been smashing things for 2 years. He's widely celebrated. That at that point. He's widely celebrated. He's the champion. People are screaming his name. I don't know. I think it played out perfectly. And okay. A couple other things that I had small problems with. We never found out how Hela was imprisoned. No. You know, we see the Valkyries go ahead and basically get slaughtered, and then they just say, "Oh, Odin imprisoned her." Yeah. They never explain how she was imprisoned. They don't really explain why the Valkyrie was saved. It kind of looked like maybe she was in a relationship or something with the other woman. Maybe that's why she kind of like pushed her out of the way and sacrificed herself. I don't know. I don't really know anything about Valkyrie as a character.
I don't know. I think there was a lot of questions, though, about that whole storyline that kind of left unanswered. Like, why did he keep that a secret for so long? Mm-hmm. And they're just finding out they have a sister?
Yeah, there were a lot of open questions.
Why? And then you know, she shoots down the ceiling and it reveals another past of
and then
city.
Fenris is just hanging out underneath the vault. Yeah. He's just sleeping and dead? Is he dead?
But that's the thing. Like, and Thor and Loki never knew that.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
I thought it was really cool, though.
Oh, I loved the movie.
It's definitely up there already as one of my favorites. Oh, one thing we should touch on. Doctor Strange made a cameo.
Oh, yeah, Doctor Strange.
Pretty prominent, right, at the beginning of the movie. That was pretty good. Yeah. He was in and out. He served his little purpose. He put them. He said, "Hey, I know where this thing is. Go over here." Yeah. He said, "I know where Odin is. Right over there."
That was pretty funny. That whole sequence.
The whole scene of the refilling beer, and I think was that an extra scene at the end of the last movie. Yeah, at the end of Spider-Man. I feel like I'd seen that scene before.
Not the whole thing.
Yeah, no, just part of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Glad I didn't just have deja vu.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts on Thor Ragnarok?
I think overall, great movie.
Definitely great movie. Go see it. Don't worry about any qualms or anything that you may hear out there. It's an entertaining movie. You'll laugh out loud. Yeah. It's action packed. The graphics are great, even though you had some kind of misgiving. Yeah.
His eye. Yeah.
Yeah. So go see it. And when you do go see it, think about us and head on over to patreon.com/drunkonriding. Sign up for other videos. Maybe we'll talk about this again at some point. Maybe not. Until next time, keep on riding.